Morning, everybody. This is your captain speaking from San Francisco. I'm back in California, everybody. After 4 months in Florida with my parents, I'm back. And it's cold. And I'm waiting for the moon to rise and the sun to rise. I don't know if I'm going to get to see the moon. I hope so. It's a Moon-Saturn conjunction and a Venus-Jupiter conjunction. And it's, well, I'll say more. There's a lot going on. Is this the dawning of the age of Aquarius? Is this the dawning of the age of Aquarius, everybody? Maybe. It could be if you let it. It could be if you let it. And that's what I'm here to say. I think we should all act as if this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. It's coming up right over there. Are you coming? And why do I say this? There's a lot of reasons. The main one, for right now, is that we have 6 planets in the sign Aquarius, and that's bananas. 6 planets in the sign Aquarius. That's a lot of planets. By planets, I mean the wandering lights of the sky. Excuse me. Having some of my coffee here. I'm all excited because things are happening fast here. Anytime now, the moon could appear back there. I don't want to miss it. I'm going to turn around if it shows up. And I'm leaning forward because I'm on a hill. I got to remember to not lean back. So, what's the key essence of the sign Aquarius? Quirkiness, weirdness, eccentricity. Let your freak flag fly, everyone. Let your freak flag fry. Let your freak flag fly high in San Francisco. That's where I'm flying my freak flag this morning here. I have not been outside in a week. I've been in California for a whole week, but I've not been outside. I've been sheltering in place, quarantining, and now I'm outside and it's cold. But what was I saying about Aquarius? It's quirky and eccentric and freaky and progressive. I think it's a progressive new age we're entering into. Aquarius is an air sign. It's an air sign, and that means you get the perspective of the sky, which means this is the age for astrologers and lovers of the sky, the age for astronomers, people who see the sky as sacred and beautiful and inspiring. And so let's all travel high to the sky, everyone. Reflect and meditate on the heavens and let them guide us ahead. Wow. 6 planets in Aquarius. This has not happened since 1962, according to my studies recently, my studying of the star charts. I don't think this has happened since 1962. 6 or more planets in the sign Aquarius. There were 7 in February of 1962, if you can believe that. We got 6. And it's a new age for lots of reasons. I mean, we've just been through the most intense year ever, and it's overflowing into this year. But it feels like things are changing. Things are changing. Aquarius is related to the sign, to the planet, Uranus. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, or Uranus is ruled by Aquarius. Can you tell there's Mercury retrograde happening as well? Oh my God, I have to turn around and look. I gotta look for a minute. All right, let's see. How can you look with me? I gotta look. Where are my glasses? I think my glasses are here. Here are my glasses. Can we see the moon? I don't know if we're gonna see it. We're gonna see the moon. as hell, though. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at that. My first dawn in San Francisco after 4 months. Can you see that? After 4 months. Peeking to see what you see. After 4 months. In Florida, this is my first dawn in San Francisco. I mean, being out here with the dawn. Oh my god, it's so beautiful, you guys. Aquarius is chill. You see the water out there? You zoom in. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Look at that water. It's so still. I'm gonna do that. Such a chill morning. Aquarius is the sign in the northern hemisphere associated with midwinter, like the climax of winter. It's when winter is most winter-like. In the southern hemisphere, it's when summer is most summer-like. You're going to have to meditate on that for yourselves, all y'all in the southern hemisphere. I'm just going to focus on the northern hemisphere because that's where I'm at. And it's cold. Chilly. I mean, probably a lot of you are in places that are colder than San Francisco, but this is cold compared to Florida, I can tell you that. Oops, let's point the camera upward. So I think this new age of Aquarius that we're entering into, 6 planets in Aquarius right now. I think we should focus on chilling the F out. Chilling the F out. We gotta chill, everybody. It's been such an intense year. It's time to chillax a little bit if you can. Chill. Look to the future. Aquarius and its buddy Uranus are about the future. Looking ahead from the perspective of the sky, from the perspective of the air, from the perspective of the sky, you can see all the future timelines. You can see the future possibilities for you and the world. And you align with those timelines that feel the most authentic. Because I think Aquarius is about authenticity. Like, really embracing that which is unique about you and being true to it. Being true to your weirdness, you know? The part of you that walks slanted sometimes and does weird stuff when you're home alone with your bird. You know, stuff that doesn't fit the mold. I think it's time to walk your funky walk, your freaky walk, you know? Just walk a little bit with a wiggle or waggle now and then. Where's the moon? I don't know if we're going to see it. It should be over there. Hope I'm looking in the right direction. Pretty sure. I checked. Anyway, what am I saying? I'm saying you gotta be your freaky weirdness. You know what I'm saying? That's what the age of Aquarius is all about. Being your own freaky weird self and not apologizing for it. Don't apologize for your eccentricities. They're what make you awesome. Let yourself be eccentric, progressive, and humanitarian. Eccentric, progressive, and humanitarian. Eccentric, progressive, and humanitarian. That's the age of Aquarius. Yeah, let's all be unapologetically weird, everybody. Weird with a Y. Here comes sunshine. Guys, I set up a tripod. Can't believe it. It's a little baby tripod. That came with my selfie stick. It looks very, very flimsy, and it is. It's just a little, yeah, it's so tiny, but I brought it today for the first time. That's innovative. Experimental. These are Aquarian traits. I have an Aquarian moon, everybody. Maybe that's one reason why I'm excited. There's an Aquarian moon in the sky right now, conjunct Saturn and everybody else. They call Aquarius moon the astrologer's moon. And I've always known that, and I found it interesting because, hey, I'm an astrologer. So I guess I fit the stereotype of Aquarius moon, but don't profile me because I'm a unique astrologer. Don't you feel like sometimes there's people out there that are like new age profilers? You look like an astrologer to me. It's a lot more relaxing doing this with the tripod, I have to say. It is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, the age of Aquarius. Were you waiting for me to sing that? There's the light, the first light of the dawn of Aquarius. Dawn of Aquarius. Oh, it's pretty, guys. Oh my God, it's pretty. It's a good sunrise. The weather could have sucked, but it doesn't. It sucked yesterday and tomorrow, but not today. Oh my God, it's perfect with those clouds, everybody. It's so great to try something new in the new age. I think we should reclaim that term. New ager. I'm a new ager and I'm proud of it. God damn it. I don't care if you think it's the last age. I'm saying it's the new age. And I'm a new ager. Proud of it. Fuck y'all. Say something mean about new age people. Oh wow. Oh my gosh, it's pretty. Those little clouds dancing across the sun. Oh my God. That sun is an Aquarius, yo. And right above it is Mercury. And then Venus and Jupiter. And then the Moon and Saturn. All in Aquarius. Good morning, Aquarius New Age. Good morning, Aquarius New Age. Let's start a new age, everybody. Let's get off to a fresh start. What does it mean for you to be a new ager? You know, somebody that believes it's a new age. How can you not? Wow. Everybody's waking up, you guys. Waking up to a new age in America. Wow. I can't even believe all that's happened in the last year. Can you? One thing that's great about it is it's like such a clear story, the story of 2020, early 2021. One thing that's good about it is it really gives you a sense for what a year is, what it feels like to have the Earth go around the sun once, with all 4 seasons, with all 12 moons. You can really feel into a year and what can happen in a year, how much you can transform in a year, how much you can grow in a year, how much pain you can feel in a year, how much joy you can feel in a year. Wow. Yeah. I mean, I was talking about the dominant astronomical alignment of 2020 a lot over the course of 2020. The Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto triple conjunction that only happens like this once every 1,000 years or so. And yeah, how these alignments are the endings and the beginnings of cycles of time. And in my personal practice of astrology, I have 10 major wanderers, light wanderers, planets that I focus on, including the sun and moon out through Pluto. You combine those 10 in their relationships with each other, their dance around the sun. There's 45 pairs, 45 planetary relationships that I pay attention to and meditate on and reflect on. And each one of those 45 relationships, 45 cycles of time, have seasons, beginnings and endings of cycles. And when they come right next to each other in the sky, we call that a conjunction of planets. And a new moon is an example. The moon is conjunct the sun right now as we look at it. It's just above it. Didn't see it, but it's not too far above the sun. So is Saturn, right next to the moon. And then not too far away is Jupiter and Venus. And then Mercury's really close to the sun. We've been in Mercury retrograde, which is when Mercury comes its closest to the Earth. So Mercury is actually on this side of the sun, along with the moon. So it goes Earth, and then the moon, and then Mercury, and then the sun, and behind the sun is Venus, and Jupiter, and Saturn, and Pluto way back. Pluto's not in Aquarius, but it's in the alignment. So we're really talking about 7 planets, 7 of 10, that are all really close to each other up there. Each one of those conjunctions with each other represents the end of a cycle of time. A new moon is the end of the month, and the beginning, the new month coming. Each of the planets can have its new moon phase, does have its new moon phase, and full moon phase, and so forth. There's 45 possible new moon phases, 45 possible endings of cycles, and beginnings of the next cycles. Well, right here, what we're looking at is, well, I've spent some time really tallying this up. I'm not the best at math, but I look carefully, and when you put all these together, like Saturn with Pluto, Saturn with Jupiter, Jupiter with Pluto, those are the outer planet ones, and then recently the Sun conjoined Pluto and Saturn and Jupiter, and Venus has done that as well, conjoined Pluto and Jupiter and Saturn, and Mercury's already gone across it once, and it's moved forward off of it, but now it's retrograding back towards it, and now the moon is going across it as well. And that's pretty amazing, because we're talking about this once in a 1,000-year Dragon Rider portal that we've just flown through. We got through it, basically. The Jupiter-Pluto cycle has ended, the Saturn-Pluto cycle has ended, Jupiter and Saturn, hopefully you saw in December, the Great Conjunction, when Jupiter and Saturn got exactly conjunct. That was the end of the Jupiter-Saturn cycle, which takes 20 years, the end of a 20-year cycle. The Saturn-Pluto is like the end of a 35-year cycle. The Jupiter-Pluto is a 12-year cycle. But then there's the cycle of those 3 together, which happens every 1,000 years. All of that has just ended, and we're in a new beginning, a new 1,000-year period. It's not going to be 1,000 years before Jupiter and Saturn and Pluto come together like that in such epic style, operatic style. This is an operatic moment in time, everybody. You know? The universe doesn't create years like this every day. It does them about every 1,000 years. But then, we've got all these other cycles that are ending and beginning as well, right here, at the beginning of 2021. Add to the list of all the ones I just named the Mars-Uranus conjunction, which has been operative so far this year, pretty much, and all of its kind of revolutionary wildness. That conjunction just happened, and so we're at the beginning of a new Mars-Uranus cycle, and in just a few days, in addition to the moon conjoining all the others, it's conjunct Neptune on the 13th. So I include that as well. If you add all those up, it's 23 out of 45 cycles of time that are ending, and 23 out of 45 cycles of time that are beginning. If any of you pay attention to the lunar cycle and the new moon like we got right now, you know that it has a very distinct feeling of, yeah, endings, like the end of a period of time and a kind of clearing of the energy of the last month and opening the spaciousness for the month ahead. That was the first thing I ever followed in astrology. And I recommend, if you're new, to just tune into when the new moon happens every month. Start there. See if you can ritualize it as a moment of starting over, letting in a new cycle, letting in new possibilities, visioning what's possible. If you paid attention to that, you know how powerful it is and how it can just shape your life to kind of live in sync with it. Imagine that times 23. 23 planetary scale cycles of time ending right here, right now, and beginning right here, right now, in this new age. Let's be proud New Agers, everybody. I used to say when I was a young astrologer, astrology is not New Age. I'm not a New Ager. I'm serious. Well, now, yeah, astrology is New Age, everybody. Better believe it. "23 cycles of time that are starting here." That's 23 amazing opportunities to start things fresh. And so much could be said about the individual cycles of time that are ending and beginning. 23 is a lot to talk about. I absolutely cannot do that justice right here on this hill right now. I mean, the biggest ones are the ones that dominated 2020, the Saturn-Pluto, Jupiter-Pluto, Jupiter-Saturn cycles that are so long in scale. I mean, that's just the power of the global scale event we're still in. And it's, I don't know, I think of those scale alignments as, yeah, having the potential to really go deep into you. You know, sometimes they say cut you deep, scar you deep. I think most of us have been scarred to some degree by these events. There's nothing wrong with scars. Scars are beautiful if you let them be. Yeah, let yourself be scarred. I feel a little bit fucked up from what happened, don't you? What's still happening? Like, still reeling. You know, I think we're all in a kind of PTSD situation to some degree. It takes a while to shake off the trauma and realize who you are, the strength that comes from your scars, to see specifically what part of you is the most tested and challenged, and then to see what, like, strengths and gifts that you brought to bear on the challenges. I mean, that's the Jupiter-Saturn. Like, seeing how the most difficult experiences can draw forth the Jupiterian abundance and joy and laughter and a sense of, wow, as much as this sucks, I'm grateful. But then, it's like, yeah, you could feel it. We're in a new era. It's the end of an era. Pre-COVID, post-COVID. I mean, that's not all it is, but I think that's fair that whenever we see anyone else on this planet for the rest of our lives, we can look them in the eye and know you went through something too, like I did. You were shaped. Your Your nation was shaped, your local community was shaped, your family was shaped deeply, impactfully by the events of 2020, early 2021. And it's like, yeah, I'll always be thinking, I think, to whatever degree, about my life before this global event and my life after. It's like this dividing line, dividing scar on the historical scale, timelines. So that's all true, but then all of this in Aquarius, and Aquarius being so associated with New Age, progressive humanitarian values, it's like, how can you not come out of this whole thing without being more of a humanitarian, more caring towards other human beings? If you have any degree of empathy in your bones, hopefully, you're more of a humanitarian. And not just that, more of an Eartharian. An Earthling. Like, I love the Earth. We're all on it. We're all in this together. And so it's like, yeah. So I think it's a great moment, everyone, to meditate on the nature of Aquarius, what it means for you. I think I've shared some of what it means for me today. I'm so grateful I've had this opportunity to reflect more on Aquarius and love my own Aquarius moon. I love that part of me. And so it's great to look at the sky right now and know that Aquarius moon is right there in the frame with the sun. And I think this is a good moment to end. This has been awesome. I hope this has been helpful for y'all. And I send blessings and love from San Francisco. And yeah, really ritualize this moment. These next few days, over the weekend, take some time and just reflect on, how can I make this a new age? How can I vision a new era in my life? Do some journaling. Do some ritual. Draw some tarot cards. I brought some. All right. I gotta draw a few cards, right? Whatever. This is part of what makes me weird. I like to draw tarot cards at the end of my videos. Sometimes. The first tarot cards, of course I have to draw a tarot card. It's the new age. I'm a new ager. Gotta bring some tarot cards into your life, everybody. So promise me, in honor of the new age, if you don't have a deck of cards, you gotta get one immediately. And I recommend Ma Deva Padma's amazing deck, the Osho's Entero. That's the back of them. Yeah, make an altar, do some praying, do some journaling. Venus is in this big time right now. Venus exact conjunction with Jupiter in Aquarius. Jupiter, Venus in Aquarius. God, that's the ultimate new age alignment, I think. Because it's big-heartedness, friendliness, kindness. It's also conjunct Saturn, which brings it maturity. Kind of big heart, but strong. Big, strong heart in Aquarius. Big, strong heart in Aquarius. Gosh, this is about the time the water sprinklers come on. I don't see one right by me. Okay. So here I am. I'm gonna let you see my pretty face. Just the top part. So just a couple cards. Look, it's integration, look at that. What was I talking about? Okay, sun, moon, we got it. This is cool. We got a new moon in Aquarius, and look at that. The Tao, everybody. Yin Yang. Learning that there's light inside the dark and dark inside the light. There's a little bit of scarring over the joy. You know what I'm saying? But it's strengthened. You got some strong heart muscle beating the love force through your bones and body and mind. Jupiter, Venus, Saturn, triple conjunction, everybody in Aquarius. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up for the Jupiter, Venus, Saturn, Moon, quadruple conjunction in Aquarius with Mercury and the Sun. Oh my God. Mercury's retrograding back. It's conjunct Venus and Jupiter. Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, triple conjunction. It's like long, loving conversations with your best friends. Long, loving conversations with your best friends. Beginning with yourself. Beginning with yourself. Eagle and swan. A couple of birds. We were talking about those earlier. Look at that. Crown chakra opening. I think that's where we're at right now. We're in the integration phase. The integration phase of what we've been going through. It's still happening. But we're also integrating. Definitely integrating 2020. Early 2021, we're integrating 2020. Letting go of the last era, feeling into it so that we can let go into the next era. Feeling the feelings of 2020. How has it changed you? How has it changed me? I feel different. Oh, look. Lions and lambs, everybody. Lions and lambs. Yeah, that's the scarring I was talking about. Our little lamb self has got some scars. But the lion, with the lion's heart. Aquarius is opposite Leo. It's really the Aquarius-Leo axis that we're talking about. Aquarius-Leo axis. Oops. Look at the camera. Oop. Silence. Maybe this is the last card. I think so. It's perfect. Look at that. Meditating on the sky. Meditation on the sky. It's very Aquarian, isn't it? Which card is this? This is the star. Oh my God. This is perfect. The star. If you know it in the traditional tarot, it's very much like Aquarius. It's an image of a beautiful woman pouring water. Isn't it? I think so. And there's stars above her. 7 stars, 7 sisters, the Pleiades. Hi, Pleiades. Love you. Our sun loves the Pleiades, just so you know. Our star and the stars of the Pleiadian star system. We're buddies. We go way back. Oh yeah, it says silence. I guess that's it, everybody. I guess that's it. Love from San Francisco. Blessings, love, light, forever.